Blossom just took a huge leap forward as our favorite investing app. Well, it's now available on the desktop. Today, we're going to check it out and see what all the fuss is about. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This is going to be a good one. Since 2021, Blossom has been picking up some serious momentum with investors as the go-to social media app made for investors by investors. So they are getting the features right, or at the very least, they're moving in that direction. Initially, Blossom started as a Canadian app, but well, they have since expanded to the United States, and they even have plans for more geographical expansion in the not too distant future. Initially, Blossom began as an app for your favorite mobile devices and they did not come in a desktop variety. I don't know about you, but I do most of my investing on my desktop. Needless to say, my voice was one of many asking for that desktop experience. Well, Blossom did indeed listen, and we now have a desktop application. I would still classify it as a work in progress for sure, but I do think the features we already have they're well worth looking at. A sub to the channel is the best way to look at future content. We're going to head on over into Blossom. I can do that here with a snap of my fingers. Okay, here we are. Here it is. So, of course, once you are logged into Blossom, well, you're going to see your portfolio if you've attached it. And we're going to talk a tiny bit about that here in a second. You'll notice up here, we got all and we got National Bank. So you can actually have multiple portfolios. So you can set it up. So perhaps you want one that just shows your TFSA, one that shows your TFSA and your ARC. You can mix and match it exactly the way you want. Well, for my portfolio, this is the 0 to 100K challenge portfolio. The first thing you're going to notice is everything here is in dollars. That's going to come into play here in just a moment. So I do want to talk about attaching your portfolio before we go any further. Blossom connects to your brokerage using a secure third-party system that is, it's commonly used by apps like Mint or Wealthsimple. The important part is that they are only given read-only access. That's right, read-only access. That means they can't see your holdings, they can't interact with them, they can't make trades, they can't move money. All they can do is look. Also, and this is also just as important, when you provide your login information, it isn't stored. And the whole process, it's done using bank level encryption. In my books, 100% safe. I can't even envision a situation where I would have any issues with that. If you are still worried, and that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, you do have the option of manually entering in your trades if you want to show your trades. You also have the option. You can use Blossom without attaching your profile. Let's just step back here for 1 second. I do want to point out, when we look at this profile, you're going to see it's in dollar amounts. And you might be thinking to yourself, I don't want people to see how much money I have, how many shares I have. That's none of their gosh darn business. And that's perfectly fine, because this is my personal view. I'm seeing my dollar values only. If I look at anybody else's, in fact, let's do that. So I'm going to grab a random, perhaps not so random. I'm going to pick on Maxwell this time around. Maxwell is one of the owners of Blossom. So one of the people who made the magic happen. Now, you'll notice here with his portfolio, we're not seeing the dollar values. We're seeing straight up percentages, and that's all you will see. So we know that 30.5% of Maxwell's portfolio is ZSP. That's all we know. We do not know if he has 10 shares of ZSP or 100,000 shares. I don't think it's 100,000, but you never know. We just don't know. So that information is absolutely secure. All we're looking at is percentages, of course. You can click on any stock you see anywhere on the site. And I want to pull this up. With Blossom, we do talk about the social media side, although yet we haven't actually really looked at the social media part because there's just so many useful things in here. But look at this. If we click on ZSP, it will actually bring us into ZSP. We got charts. We got different charts. Like, here's their 5-year, their 1 year. We can look at it all. We've also got a good selection of their financials. You can also look down here. Here is kind of an interesting thing. Some of the different communities. Looking down here at this community, you can see they're the 30th most bought stock this week. They're 57th most sold, most watched, number 90. So it gives you all kinds of nice little data. There's also posts. These posts here will mention, they're going to reference. So if we actually go to this post, let's pull this post up here, and you will see, here it is right here. And you see, anytime in here when you're doing a post, if you put a little dollar sign in front of the ticker, it highlights it. So anybody who's interested in like ZSP or VOO, when they do a search on them, they'll find these. Like, for example, let's click on the VOO. So this brings it up. Once again, we get the VOO in here. All of the statistics is in here, and these are the popular posts. And there's a post we just came from. So you can see that Max Stocks was in there, and I did a post. So that's kind of cool. Let's head back to the home. Kind of glossed over this because we did start at my profile. But looking at it from the home screen here, you can see these are your posts. They're all down here. It's interesting. Now, I do know they've been working on the algorithm. So for example, if you're in Canada, you're going to see a lot more Canadian posts. They're not going to show you everybody else's outside of Canada, unless you're following them. If you're following them, that's of course a different story. I don't usually look through the feed that much. I usually go up here to my little bell, and these are all the people I am following. So that way there, I can go through and I can see these people. And usually, and this is why I like it, is a lot of the people in here they're people in the community. So I have a chance, for example, to interact, because I like to jump in. I like to say my piece here and there. And so I don't miss if somebody is mentioning me. I can click on my mentions, and here we go. So 3 days ago, King of Day mentioned me. So there we go. So that is kind of a cool thing. A cool thing when it comes to Blossom. I like a lot of these features. Now, okay, another really cool thing that I like in here is over here in our menu, we got our portfolio link. Now, this is where you would go, for example, if you want to edit your portfolio. Now, I will point out, we're still waiting on this one. Come on, guys, get this one done sooner. I want to use this. I want to use it on the air. But this is where you would edit your portfolio. So right now, if you're doing it manually, you're going to have to still use the app. So either your phone or your tablet. If you are going to add your investments, so let's just say you want to hook up your Wealthsimple, you can come in through this, connect your brokerage. This part does appear to be functional for sure. You click on it, it does that connect. So you would put your email address and your password in there. And as I mentioned before, encrypted. It's all encrypted. Bank level encryption, that would do the connection for you. Now, another thing we have over here is we got this Insights. Insights is pretty darn cool because this is where, well, for example, this here is my sectors. So when I do the update each month, I like to pull my data from, and I said Blossom. This is where I go. So as you can see, currently right now, I am 23.3% into industrials. So a little on the high side, but you guys know, as long as I don't go over 25, I'm usually okay. But here's the interesting thing. I'm at 23.3%, but look at Blossom. The average Blossom person has about a 6.4% exposure into industrials. Interestingly enough, the biggest exposure across all of Blossom is technology at 20.3%. I'm I'm at a Peasley 0.7%. I am normally a lot higher on technology. This just highlighted to me that I do need to add more tech. I do need to add more tech for sure. Now, this here is fantastic. Now, this is sectors. You can also geographic. In my case, 100% of my portfolio is North American. My stocks, 100% Canadian. ETF is more, ETF more North American because yeah, I definitely have a good chunk of American exposure in my ETFs in there. Portfolio allocation, once again, it sort of shows you. So in the challenge, 45.71% stocks, 54.29% ETFs. So it's kind of neat. You can just pull a lot of this stuff up here. You can also, and this is kind of cool, you have a goal. So obviously, I'm doing a 0 to 100K. So as you see, when we look at that goal, the goal's 100K. So currently, the challenge is 14% of the way to that goal. I mean, the bright side with the challenge is if we don't get to the goal super fast, means that we get a lot more episodes ahead, which is fantastic. I love it. All right, a little bit more highlights of things that you can do over here. So you got your topics over here on the side as well. So for example, if you are a brand new investor and you're like, I'm learning, I'm just new, what's going on? I want to see stuff that maybe I can learn a bit more from. So you can go to the beginner investors, and this here will show you, basically when people make a post, they can post it under different categories. They post it under beginning. So these tend to be more aimed at folks who are, well, new. So you might find more insight into this. So there's beginner investors. You got other things here too. Market news. These are more newsworthy. Technology, real estate, banks. So you got all of your sectors in there. This is kind of in a nutshell. In a nutshell, this is Blossom. This is the desktop version. Are they there yet? No, there's still a little bit more to do. For example, you'll notice over here, like Learn. The Learn is not yet set up. Not yet set up on the desktop, but they're hard at work. These guys are really, really, really getting the job done. So eventually that will be there. Now, all of the features, anytime you run into a feature like this, you can definitely switch over to your phone, to your tablet, or if you've got a Mac like I do, um, if you've got and I think you have to have an iPhone as well as a Mac to do mirroring, in which case you can just pull it up as a widget on your computer. So that is another option as well. Since the beta, they have come a long way. There's a lot less of these features coming soon. And here's the beautiful thing. Once they're caught up, I suspect that when Blossom adds new features, it's going to be for everything. So once again, I think Blossom is absolutely fantastic, and I'm enjoying myself in here. There's definitely a lot that you can do for sure. I love Blossom. I think it's got a lot. It's got a lot of potential, and I think it's worth checking out. I think if you're an investor, it's probably worth having. This was more of a rambling video. I don't do rambling videos, but I kind of wanted to do it for this. I kind of wanted it to be more real than anything else. So that's 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 my review. I'll give it 5 stars. I'll give it 5 stars. I'm liking it. I enjoy it. If you want to check out Blossom for yourself, and why wouldn't you? Use the link in the pinned comment below to get started. It may just be time to get that conversation started. Let's continue that learning journey by checking out this video on RRSP ETFs. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.